over here.
Sure.
You're matching,
Hello,
Eric.
everybody.
Love it.
Eric has ears. Oh, no, he's just
Yeah.
hippie mode today. Got it.
He's matching. He's matching. I love it. I love
But
the
hello,
matchy.
everybody. Welcome to episode 46 of Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon. Currently traveling through the Feywild. Finally got their shit together and the ship repaired. Side quested last week and took part in a mounted race at the beach where we had some winners. I lost my notes from last week. I think Fitz came in first, and then oh, there they are, 2 pages. Fitz came in first, and then I think it was Yerndris in second, and Miss Holly and Willie bringing up the rear due to some darkness throwing them off course.
Yep.
All the
Yendrith
while,
at that BDE.
Godric and Erdan waterboarded a gnome because he was trying to.
Hey, that wasn't
waterboarding.
waterboarding.
He was waterboarded with whiskey,
He
nonetheless.
was just thirsty.
I was gonna say he was fire waterboarded.
But Godric got a half a barrel of leftover fire water out of the deal, so and some decent winnings for the party. But yeah, the race concluded. You all, unless you had anything else you wanted to do at the beach or on the way back to the ship, I'll let you guys kind of wreck on a little bit.
As far as the beach, no. And I think last week we covered inventory. So, I mean, at this point, Godric's ready to get on this ship and see if it's going to move.
Anybody else got anything?
I bought
I
BDE
did.
for Yendrith.
No.
Big dick energy.
I did.
Yeah.
I bought him for him. They worked so well together.
Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I was gonna say that I put the 40 on my party sheet that I got back for returning him, but I guess I didn't return it.
Yeah, you did. Then I came along behind you.
Mm-hmm.
BDE just looked so sad, and I'm like, we can't do this to you another year, dude. Come on, come with us. We'll show you a whole different set of whores.
Ranking in all the animals, aren't I?
It was big dick energy, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
it was
Big Dick Energy.
So now you have a horse named Big Dick Energy?
I really should have thought more about the name if I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh, too late. It's canon now.
And the best part is, it's a mare.
Oh, great.
And if it wasn't before, it is now.
That's a girl horse for people who don't know horse stuff.
Thank you, Willie.
There you go. Your wonderful mare is on the map.
Great.
I mean, I don't know if we got room on a ship for another horse, but hey, we'll figure it out.
We'll make room.
If anything, you'll have another sleeping companion, Yerndris.
Totally fine with him. He likes all the.
You like furry piles, huh?
Not like that. Not like that.
Willie it for a second, and he's going to be like, oh, we could always eat him, but then he remembers that he can't eat meat, and then he looks sad, and he's just like, can't even eat the damn horse.
Well, it's in all fairness, Willie, we are still in the Feywilds. We haven't got back to the material planes yet, so there's still hope.
Right. At least I could cook the horse for you guys and watch you enjoy it on my behalf.
Oh, we're not. I don't think Yerndris wants a horse cooked right now.
Well, not now, but if we need to, I'm here for you guys in that capacity.
Gotcha, Willie.
buddy, but nah.
Alright. Well,
All right. Well, if nobody has any other conversations or anything, you guys make it back to the ship. It's early afternoon. You can see the ship is constructed, no longer on the stilts that were supporting it. It's now like laying tilted, but still intact.
Do we see this?
Yeah.
No, like, do we have a map for this?
It's the same map we've been using.
But it's
Just put in-
broken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in that one, we have to constantly be reminded of our Spelljammer's failure to land us safely.
Right, it keeps giving me nightmares. Like, can we fix it? There you go.
Come on, apparently
That's better.
I'm already having step paladin issues, and we don't need to add any more onto her scary vibe.
We can actually, at this point, go back and probably start using this map again.
Yay! There you go. That's way better. Thank you.
Say, Big Dick Energy got lowered into the hold. Let me get these tokens back on here. He would come to talk to you guys. Trevor will be up top. All right. So you guys get back to the ship and get back aboard. What is... Oh, that's the dummy token. Got it. Get back on the ship. Get on board. Bairn comes up to you and lets you know that the test was successful, but warns not to break Misty's concentration. Otherwise, she's not able to keep the ship aloft.
Okay.
And then she kind of chimes in and goes, "Well, I'm only half elemental. I can manage it, but it takes a little bit of work. Maybe with practice and time, I'll get more efficient at it."
Where do you need to be positioned to do this?
Anywhere on the ship works. It's just someplace quiet and secluded, so I don't accidentally get bumped or.
That's the exact same thoughts I was having.
But yeah, it works pretty nifty. I can get the ship aloft, and I can control elevation and forward momentum. But somebody just needs to work the side riggings to steer us. And you can look and you can see Amber and Thorin rigging up some type of like rope system, pulley system to control the riggings a little bit easier to help with the left-right movement.
Do you need to stand or you want to sit while you're working, Misty?
Well, I found that chair right back there. I was hoping I could sit there and while I do it.
I think that's where our spelljammer needs to be to direct the ship. What if what if we set you up there by Trevor?
Well, there's a second chair in there. I mean, it doesn't have to be
Oh.
that chair specifically, but you know that room
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
seems back and out of the way, and
Oh, that works. I didn't realize there was a chair back there. I thought those were crates. Okay, yeah, that works. We don't have to make you a chair and make you a spot. We got one. That works.
all right. Well, I guess I'll go start hanging out, and you just let me know when you want to go. And she walks off back. Baron looks back over you guys and goes, I'm kind of worried. Anything breaks her concentration, we start falling. And who knows what'll happen when she gets tired.
Well,
I'm gonna say. Sorry,
I
go ahead.
mean, Miss Holly's going to be our spelljammer. I'm sure she'll determine if the ship seems to be faltering in any way, shape, or form. Um, so, if that happens, we'll just have to dock the ship and give her a rest. I mean, I'm not sure if anybody else has any kind of theories on this. We're all more than nears, but best one I can come up with.
I mean, I would always be willing to learn to spell jam it myself if we need to.
Well, it's not about Miss Holly being tired. It's about Misty, who's the propulsion system for the ship while we're here. She's the one we got to give her, and unless you're going to learn how to do elemental things.
I don't know if that's necessarily in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I could always snack her if she looked tired. I can do that.
Besides,
Uh,
didn't you take a spelljammer test when we were in town and you failed?
No, that was
I know there's two of them.
the bard that we
Yeah,
had.
the bard and somebody else. Who went with him?
The druid that we had that both
Oh,
died
okay.
when the mind flayer attacked.
Oh, okay.
But Willie, you've been around spelljammers enough. You would know that it's not just magical capabilities that allows you to spelljam. It's your competency with magic that allows you to spelljam. Meaning you need to be able to perform, I think it's a 4th level spell in order to be able to spelljam.
Are you first level? What the hell? Actual fighting.
But alright, that's where we are. Baron asks, what's the heading? What's the plan?
Wait, we are missing one more stowaway. Madam Poppy?
You guys said
You
you were
still
going to go
see?
pick her up, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I guess, yeah, let's go pick her up. That sounds like a...
Did I lose you there, Mike?
No,
Okay.
I just stopped mid-sentence.
All right, so you guys are going to set off and head over to the Beast-Tide Burrows to pick up Madame Pompey. Go ahead and move your tokens wherever you want them to be for takeoff and travel.
I'm interested in seeing how the ship fares. So I'm gonna stay pretty much all right here in the middle of the deck.
Pam, I'm assuming you're going to sit in your throne.
Yes.
Okay.
As quiet as possible so I don't want to disturb Misty.
I believe you still have some scrolls. Well, the helm is still intact, so don't need to use one of those. Okay. All right. Well, without further ado, Pam, you give Misty a nod and say, "All right, let's go," and then seat yourself on the helm and reattune to it, allowing yourself to gain all those controls of the ship that you used to have. Give me 1 second here. Okay. It's been a while since you piloted the ship. I needed to double check and make sure there wasn't anything with that. Right, yeah. The ship lifts off. As soon as it does, you can feel all the riggings of the sails. Um, the only thing missing is that go feeling that you had when you were piloting in the astral sea. Um, so you know, you can tell immediately that forward and braking or backward momentum is completely out of your sail. You basically just control how the ship is, and then Misty will control forward backward momentum or strafe along with keeping it aloft. But you guys take off. It's not the best takeoff you've ever had. It's a little rough because it's you and Misty having to work in unison to get the right wind currents with the right sail settings. But you figure it out pretty quick. And you guys get moving. It takes maybe 2 hours for you guys to reach the burrows. But you do arrive. Anything happening during those 2 hours?
Yes. As Holly is
Who's-
looking at the horizon,
Okay. So
trying to stay focused in what's going on, she thinks to herself, like she's talking to herself, I can't believe Fitz. He's supposed to be my stepdad. Ugh, stop thinking about it. And then she continues.
okay.
Why do
Oh,
I
yeah.
suddenly feel like I was driving around with a van that says free candy on it or something?
Help me, Step Paladin.
Stuck in the washer again.
Okay.
Anybody else got anything?
Geez, I guess I'll follow that. I'm gonna talk to Trevor for a second. So I'll be like, so I'm up there and I'm like looking at the ballista and shit as we take off, and then I'm like, well, I guess I'm not gonna have to shoot anybody. How are you feeling, Trevor?
Oh, I feel pretty good, Willie. How are you? You look different, more veiny.
You know,
Blue cheese would do that to you.
thanks for noticing. Yeah, that's just kind of how it is, you know. You know, when you were crashed, ripped apart, had the same thing happen to me. Put back together, got some veins now. It's just sort of how
See.
we do.
Well, glad they were able to Humpty Dumpty you back together. I get it if you don't recognize that. It's an old astral folklore.
Oh no, Hippo Daddy used to tell me that story when I was still younger.
Oh,
Sorry.
the one about the oversized auto gnome that fell off a rock and got hit by a comet, and they had to put him all back together.
That's the one. That's the one. Oh. And all
That's-
the king's wizards and all the king's men. Yep, nope. One. One.
Exactly. Yeah.
By chance, has Fitz spoken to you about possibly the cultivation of other plants aboard the ship?
No, he has not.
Is that something that you think could help facilitate as long as there was something that weren't harmful?
I mean, I focus all my energy on growing and healing the ship. I don't really know that I could help you grow other plants, but I mean, I'm not opposed to you guys trying. Just, don't let its roots get into the hole.
I don't think it has roots. I am not a herbalist. That is not. I will leave that to Fitz, his golden hand. I will go ahead and I'll let you go. I'm going to go see what the rest of the crew's doing. I'll try to track down Fitz about these plans.
Sounds good, Willie. I'll be right here if you need me.
I'll walk away down towards the rest of the ship. Let's actually go find Fitz if nobody else is doing anything.
Godric's not. He's just
Looks like he's up on the
Scoping shit.
bow.
I'll walk down past Hamish and Yindris and I'll give them a howdy do. Be like, it feels good to have the wind in your hair again, doesn't it? Well, your beard.
Yeah. Did they ever figure out why you ran away screaming the other day?
Just problems in life. You know how it is. Just
Yeah.
dealing with it. We're dealing with it. Yindris. Trying.
Good to know. If I can help in any way, let me know, I guess.
Cool. Well, jolly on down the road here, and I'll look at Cream and Thor, and Thor. Oh,
He just nods.
mosey on up to Fitz.
Hey, what's up, Willie?
I was checking out the ballista, and I spoke to Trevor about growing some of that wizard moss, and he said he didn't think he would be able to necessarily help us, but it won't affect him at all if we give it a shot.
That's what I was kind of worried about, because since it's a moss, it would actually grow into the wood as it spreads.
Well, I mean, obviously we're going to have to set up some sort of non-intrusive environment for that, and I spoke to him about that, and it's something that you'll have to bring up more. He was using words that I did not understand. Growing things is not my forte.
Well, I suppose that what we could do is find maybe like half a log or something, set it up on some sawhorses, especially if it's kind of already starting to rot. That'd be the perfect place to grow it.
Well, it's something to keep our eye out for, certainly.
I agree.
What are you doing? Are you just standing here, looking out with the wind blowing through your hair?
Yes, my long, flowing blonde locks.
I'll laugh. I should be careful. Gonna have the girls in a tizzy. And I'll turn and walk away.
You know, I don't care what Godric says. I like that dude.
I'll shuffle back down to my quarters for the rest of the time.
Alrighty. Well, if nobody else has anything, you guys arrive at the Beast-Tide Barrows. Stop the ship right next to the upper portion of the tree where Madame Pompey is waiting with a small travel bag, and she says her final goodbyes and climbs aboard.
Welcome aboard, Mrs. Pompey.
Howdy do and hello. Just show me to my room. I'll stay out of everybody's way.
I have absolutely no idea which room is free. Anybody know which room is free?
Do we have a free room?
She can bunk with Willie.
you guys would have some free areas. So this section and this section are taken by the dwarves. B doesn't need a sleeping area. You have this area here that's open, as well as these two in the lower hull.
Lower hold.
All right. Well, we'll. Okay. Yeah, just kind of pick a spot down there that doesn't already have somebody's crap in it, and we'll call it a day.
Sounds good. She skirtles off down to the lower deck, and that's where she'll be. Baron will kind of look at the lot of you and go, "All right, where to now?"
I guess we'll head towards the mountains.
Is there any noticeable? I don't necessarily want to say beacons, but signs of in the sky of crazy magic going on?
Make a perception check. And define crazy magic.
Well, I mean, like when we were in the astral tree, there was the rifts or breaches, whatever, that were
The
happening.
tears.
Yeah, the tears. Yeah.
There is definitely a massive tear in the sky that's been there the whole time you've been here.
Yeah. Well,
It's the one you guys came out of.
Okay. Oh, there's your perception check.
But beyond that, you don't really see anything of note. Lots of treetops. You can see the mountain range in the distance and just barely make out the watchtowers.
Okay. Didn't we have a direction that we were going to head?
You did.
I didn't take notes on that.
So let me bring up the world map here. So when you guys were in Senalisi, you looked out to the east in that general direction.
Okay.
So that is the general direction you need to be going. You are also warned against flying creatures such as rocks, and I forgot the other name.
Okay.
Which are typically seen on the west side of the mountains and in the mountains. I think that's all you guys were warned about, other than Misty may need to put the ship down at some point, and as you saw when you got back to the ship, putting it down on the ground isn't the best idea because it tips.
Well, I mean, Senalisi had flying ships. I'm wagering they may have somewhere to set ships down. So why do we head to Senalisi?
So the ships at Senalisi that you saw were constantly floating. They never stopped.
Okay.
Because they use actual air elementals, not genasi, to power their ships. They use them like batteries, not as crew members.
Okay, well, I still say I would rather set it down in Senalisi or try to figure out some way of setting it down in Senalisi than trying to do it out in the swamps.
Wasn't, if I can interject real quick, wasn't Senalisi the place that Missy didn't want to go?
No. That was where we found her. Well, no, she was.
You found her
mixed
on
in with
board
the,
Captain Claus's ship. She didn't want to go to the Sky City.
Right.
That's what it was. Sorry. Sky City.
But you would also know that it's a full day's ride, or almost a full day's ride, from the Burrows to Senalisi. And it's late afternoon right now.
Okay. Well, could we maybe get from the
You can do whatever you want. I'm just reminding you of the information that your character
Yeah.
would know, so you guys can make
Yeah.
an informed decision.
It would also be probably easier if we had to actually land the ship to do it in the swamps. We could just find a watery spot and just landed the ship in water.
Yeah. Yeah, but if it's a whole day to San Alici and we don't have a whole day's worth of daylight left,
So I'll put it in perspective. From where you guys are at Beasthide Burrows, it's a full day's travel from there to Senalisi here.
right.
It's another maybe 2 hours of travel from there to the water.
Okay.
From where you are to the water, which would put you in the water at about nightfall, give or take.
Okay, let's do
So
that.
I'm seeing it. You could go that way to the water, actually just sail up to there overnight, and then take back to the sky, heading this way. That'll be a 3-day trip. Or you could start heading towards Senalisi, probably set down about here for the night, and then the next day make it the rest of the way over. So 2 days versus 3 days, but water versus putting the ship down potentially in a forest.
Well, do we have any extra wood left over from the repairs?
We do have some lumber that we stowed below, yes.
Can we rig up some type of boat stilts, something that could hold the ship up? I should say ship stilts, something that'll hold the ship up if we needed to land.
Well, the lumber we stored is pretty much just for patching. We probably could rig something up like that, but it would exhaust our reserves. We wouldn't have anything for repairs if we were to do so.
Okay.
There's no way of telling if it'd be effective or not until we set it down.
Okay. Well, then in that case, why don't we just, if everybody's okay with this, why don't we just go the water route? I know it's going to take a little extra time, but it'll keep the boat from leaning over, tipping over on land until we can secure some extra lumber and create something that'll hold the boat up when we want to land on land.
On this, okay. Godric just simply turns his spells into as many greater restorations as he has, and we just use them like meth, and we just keep the Genasi awake for 3 days.
I don't think it works like that.
Yeah. Oh, wait. It does say that you can take away an exhaustion level.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but then I'd feel like she's a thing, not a person.
While it would take away the exhaustion level, I don't think it would keep her from being tired.
If she's a person, you tell me her name, Godric.
I'm pretty sure that's not how meth works, dude.
I watched just what TV said.
Okay. So, anyways, I say we just. If anybody has any objections, speak up. But at this point, I'm gonna say let's just go the water route so we can make sure the ship stays safe. If anything, we'll just go park it in the water overnight, get some rest, get up in the morning, maybe go to Senalisi, see if they. I mean, I'm sure they got to have some type of emergency set up for when if their ships have to land for some reason. So they might have some idea and maybe even lumber. It's either that or somebody's got to go out there and start chopping some trees so we can get more lumber. One of the two.
I will think of something.
What do we need lumber for?
Well, because we need to create a ship stilts, or I don't know what the term would be for that.
A stilt, yeah.
Yeah, something that'll hold the ship up when we go to land on land. Because, like he just explained to us, if we land on land with this ship in its current condition, it's just going to tip over. And the more we sit here, the more we talk about it, the more exhausted Misty's going to get, because she's currently keeping the ship afloat from landing
Why don't we
and
just
tipping
go
over.
by water?
That's what I was suggesting.
I mean, it's the safest
Yeah.
option, I think.
Any objections? Anybody?
No, I am very 100% cool with doing the water route.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay. That's a game plan there, Mr. DM. We're gonna
What's up?
have Misty point us toward, well, have Miss Holly point us towards, and have Misty push us towards the water.
All right, towards the water it is. You guys take off and start heading that way. Anybody doing anything while you guys are traveling?
I think after that initial flight, I'm okay with wandering about the ship. So I think I'm going to head down into my quarters. And do a little bit of praying at my Apollo shrine.
All right.
Have we eaten?
You guys had breakfast and lunch at the races.
What time is it now?
Late afternoon. It'll be a little after dinner time when you get to the water.
We got a ton of rations. If you're hungry, we can get you one.
You've eaten
we
more today
stock.
than you've eaten in like the last week. So plan on a just after supper time supper when you hit the water.
Okay.
Because you have to not be spell jamming.
Right. That's why I'm wondering. Okay. Okay.
All right. I need all 6 of you to roll me a D100 one time. Pretty please.
Well, I suck.
It's not about the
Got a
number.
22.
It's not about the number you rolled.
Never mind. Erden got worse.
Wow.
He might be going for high-low.
That is true.
It's actually a quarter bracket. So I should have had you all roll a D4. It would have been easier, but whatever. Average of the group. Okay. You guys make the trip with no issues. Put you down right in that little gulf right there. All right. As you come into land, Miss Holly, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Let's go.
With advantage, so roll it one more time.
Okay, hold on.
Double 20s. There you go. There's all your nat 20s for the night. All right. You, with the assistance of Misty kind of buffering the air to help with course corrections, are able to land the ship in the water without any issues or any damage to the ship.
Awesome.
You guys are in the water. It is a little after supper time. Do you plan on sailing through the night to the other side of the mountains and then picking up in the air the next morning, or waiting?
The ship have the capabilities of water travel?
Yeah, it's got a ship.
I know.
It's a hull and it's got sails. So It's not going to
Yeah,
be
but
as fast as flying, but it's
yeah,
capable
but
of
I
it.
mean, I wasn't sure if we had the, what, rudder or
No,
steering mechanisms.
it'll require course corrections from Misty.
Okay, then no.
She'll kind of like, she doesn't have to do it constantly. It's just if the ship starts drifting off course, she'll have to boost the wind on the sails on one side of the ship to redirect the ship back in the right heading.
Then I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say let's anchor down and just sleep here for the night because I would like to see Misty fully rested for tomorrow's travels. If she's got to do any kind of work to keep us moving, then I'm gonna say no. But I mean, I'm not sure how the rest of the crew is feeling on this. Does the crew want to go through the night?
I'm fine with whatever. I don't really have a thing against going through the night or against
Not
staying
going.
put.
Sure.
I think resting might be smart.
Nope.
Yeah, let's rest.
Now, we have sails, but I will tell you, we also do not have an anchor. So, we gonna be sailing, boys.
You're going to be moving one way or another. Thank you for noticing, Willie. Go ahead and
Oh.
I'll give you an inspiration point for that. So you're going to move one way or another, as Willie so kindly points out. It's just a matter of if you move intentionally or not.
What if we beached it, in theory,
Hmm.
for the night? Like you would, like a fishing boat of some sort.
Yeah. Yeah. What then, smartass? What do you got, huh?
Not completely out of the water, so therefore the water allows it to float, but yet it's enough up on land that it doesn't float away. I'm guessing, or Erdine's guessing, that you probably have some rope laying around. At least I think he has some rope. You could probably
Yeah.
tie it off in.
I'm going to say my favorite words in the whole wide world. You can certainly try.
Then we can try. I want to try.
I mean, what's the worst that happens? We start floating down the river. Then we're just back at square one.
Or the ship tips and you all got to sleep crooked for a night.
I mean,
That sounds like fun.
kind of
Or,
expecting it to tip, but not
Well,
tip that much.
or
Is
don't see the
how
rocks and end up smashing in the hole while going to the beach.
how are the winds tonight?
They're not too bad right now.
So they might push us if we keep moving forward.
It's like a super light breeze, and you can always reel in the sails.
Well, I'm just
But
thinking because
even
the key
even
here.
without a breeze, there's water currents, so odds are you're gonna drift at least a little.
Well,
bit.
yeah. Well, yeah, but I'm thinking if we have a means of steering the ship and we don't need Misty, let her rest, and Willie, who's been wanting to steer the ship, could have a
So
chance at steering the ship.
the ship doesn't have a means of being steered. The
Okay,
sails are what controls its direction, which requires
okay, that's what I.
an air current of some type. So it doesn't have to be misty, but somebody would have to be able to produce a gust of wind to course correct the ship.
That's what I was trying to ask earlier when I was asking about rudders or whatever, and you were talking about Misty, and I'm like, well, I'm trying to get Misty out of the equation so she can rest.
Yeah, no, there's no rudder on the ship.
Okay.
It would have to be heavily modified for that to happen.
Well, we're gonna have to get those modifications done if we're gonna be doing different types of
Same.
yeah, different types of docking, water docking, and yeah, water travel and land docking, and yeah. So we need an anchor. We're gonna need to get a rudder for this ship. We're gonna need stilts.
Oh, Baron quoted you, 2-3 hours for stilts. When you asked
Yeah.
about the rudder, he looked at you stupidly because he has no idea what a rudder is.
Yeah. Willie should have an idea though, right?
Think about ships in general.
Yeah, you know about ships.
You also grew up in the Astral Sea, though. Not a whole lot in the way of rudders. It's mostly sail riggings.
He's right. I'm gonna try something. I'm like, guys, I'm gonna try something. I've never attempted anything like this, so please stand back. I'll be like, Misty, give me a little bit of slack on the wind here, even it up. I'm gonna try to get the ship to turn right. Okay? I'm gonna get centered, I'm gonna flex, I'm gonna get down to myself here, and I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy on the sail. And I'm going to try to get a little gust of wind going with the spell there. I'm gonna be like, fucking turn right, motherfucker! Help intimidate ship into turning right.
Give me just a second here.
Please tell me you're looking up the rules on how to intimidate a ship.
No, I'm looking up the rules for thaumaturgy.
I linked it in the chat right there. Doesn't necessarily say anything, but I can make a
Unlock door or window, fly open, or slam shut.
Yeah, it
which would
doesn't
be a
say
gust of
anything.
wind.
No, it doesn't say a gust of wind. It just says it makes those items fly open or shut.
right. So can I make a sail flutter violently? Like, go right, motherfucker!
You can absolutely make the sail flutter, and in fact, it does. It vibrates violently, but it did not catch any wind, so the ship does not move.
I didn't turn it off. No, I thought thought that might work. I'm like kind of like winded from the effort I put into it. Like, well, that's kind of what I got.
Well,
It was
now
worth
wait
a
a
shot.
minute. Wait a minute. There's a little bit of grounds to keep this discussion going. You instantaneously cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut. He just used that to cause the sails to ripple and move. It's the wind pushing against the sails, so the movement of the sails that causes the movement of the ship.
Oh, the sails
force.
catch wind.
Yeah, and the force of the wind on the sails. So couldn't his spell essentially?
The spell
push?
doesn't say you create a gust of wind that causes
No,
doors.
and
It just
I'm not
makes the doors open or shut.
Okay. Imagine you got a small toy boat, and you got the little sail on top of it, right?
Yeah.
And you use the wind to push it to make it go forward.
Again, you're using wind that this spell will not produce.
Right. I understand that, but I'm just saying. Now instead of the wind, now you take your finger and push that little sail. Is it still going to move?
But I think the problem is,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Pushing like 5 pounds, but the wind is pushing with like 1,300.
It's exactly what I was just gonna say. You're talking about a multiple ton vehicle being pushed by a cantrip designed to open or close a door.
I wasn't talking about going 50, 60 knots an hour or whatever. I'm just talking about shifting the boat to left or right.
No, I hear your argument. I will say that it will grant a smidget of movement.
Okay.
And you can decide to trust that if you wish.
Probably not, but
but
on that argument, and we're not going to follow it. But
you made your point, and it won.
Yeah.
So
Good attempt, Willie.
Yeah.
Good attempt, buddy. But
Yes.
I'm not sure that's going to be enough, bud.
I thought it was worth a try.
Yeah, no, really good idea.
That's a good. Yeah, that was a really good idea.
So,
Hey
well,
Eric,
I
make
mean,
make an intelligence check for me. At advantage because you're a pirate. Or were a pirate. Are a pirate.
Or a pirate.
or goodbye.
Yeah, you,
Same thing I was thinking.
yeah, no.
Intelligence checks aren't what Willie does. Sorry.
But I'll let everybody else make an intelligence check, just a regular one.
Nat 20.
Godric, in a flash of inspiration, remembers Willie has an immovable rod.
Oh, Willie. Willie, where'd you go, buddy?
Yeah.
I got it. I think Apollo just sent me the answer in my head. Your immovable rod. What if we tie the boat onto the immovable rod and you just activate it? That would be an anchor.
I don't know how much the ship would move necessarily, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, didn't we install a center mast somewhere on the ship?
There was a support beam up by where Fitz is.
Okay.
Right here. It's about a 15-foot log with like a crow's nest up on it. But there's
Right,
no
right. That's
there's no sails or rigging, but that's like a full-grown tree.
okay.
Sticking out
No,
of the hull.
perfect, perfect. So we take the immovable rod, we tie it onto that right there, and then you just activate the rod. We don't have to put the rod in the water or up in the air. We just need it to be attached to the ship and activated. I mean, I suppose there might be a chance we might rotate around
The problem
immovable
is
rod, but
the rod will only hold 8,000 pounds before it falls. So it's like, if we're talking calm seas, certainly that's going to work. But if it's wavy, the weight of the ship up and down is going to make fixing it harder to do.
well, I mean, you said the seas were pretty calm at this point, right?
Yeah, they're calm right now.
Well, we could try using it right here overnight to keep ourselves from floating off, and then of course we'll take watches and we'll just keep an eye on the water as long as it looks like it stays calm. It looks like we're not moving, and the immovable rod is still attached where it's supposed to be and activated. And if something goes wrong, like winds pick up, a storm comes in, or the movable rod looks like it's starting to come loose, who's ever watch it is can come get somebody who can fix it. Yes, no, maybe so.
Thanks, buddy. Right? Let's do it.
I say yeah.
Sure.
All right.
I tried to yell at the ship, but my next thing, I could hit it. But I think it's enough.
No. Didn't I see you up there talking to Trevor a little bit ago? Or earlier? I don't think he'd appreciate you hitting him.
Well, I mean, I wasn't going to ask permission.
Whoever is tying the rod, go ahead and make a dexterity check for me.
I would wager the guy who ties knots on a regular basis. Unless somebody's got objections.
No, Willie can do it.
No, yeah, no objections.
Willie, that'll be at advantage then, because you are nautically inclined. Knots are your forte.
Nautically.
All right. You fasten it down with some good old bow lines and a couple square knots on top just to be sure. And it's ready to be activated.
All right. Are we ready? Are we gonna give this a shot, guys?
Yeah, the ship is at a complete stop right now, right?
It's got some slight drift to it. Just like moving
Okay.
with the current of the water.
But nothing major.
No. You're not like traveling 15 knots or anything. It's just drifting.
Okay. Well, I don't want us to be moving too fast when you activate it, because I don't want to see it rip apart the ship.
Have you guys been trained on how to use this magical artifact?
All right, Willie, make it happen.
Again, everybody pay attention. I'm only going to show you how to use this once. And I press the button on it.
The ship lurches a little bit. And then stops. And nothing happens.
Okay, see, it's working.
All right. So, yeah, like I said earlier, let's get some rest for the night. Everybody, including Misty, we'll get up first thing in the morning, and we'll continue with the travels. In the meantime, let's do watches, and that way we can keep an eye on the ship and make sure we're not gonna rip the ship apart from the currents or lose a movable rod. Which, I mean, to me, I'm pretty sure Willie did a good job on those knots. I'm not even gonna bother rolling because I know nothing of knots. But you know,
All right.
I can guess.
Who's on watch first?
I'm gonna be on watch first just because I'm still awake, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. I mean, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna read, and then try to get some rest. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fitz will take number 2.
All right. Miss Holly, go ahead and give me a perception check for your watch.
Yellow polka dot bikini. Oh, I mean,
Both.
Right. The night goes on. You hear a lot of noises coming from the mainland. You guys are probably a mile or so off coast. You can still see it. Maybe not quite a mile then, maybe a half mile. But you can still see the coast. You can see the forest. What you see now that you haven't seen before, because you always had trees above you, is you can see as the light is fading through those twilight hours, you can see these large winged beasts come out of the canopy and start traveling. You can't make out what they are, but you can tell they are some form of nocturnal bird of some sort, or winged creature at the very least.
Can I use message?
Sure. They're like way off. They're nowhere near the ship. They're just like doing their thing over the forest.
Never mind.
Okay. But the rest of your shift goes on uneventfully, and it comes to a rest, and Fitz, you're up.
Okay.
Those 20s tonight.
Okay, well, the 20 was first.
Yes, it was. As you come up, Miss Holly kind of points out the birds that she had seen to you, and you can tell that they are, in fact, birds of some sort. Way too far off to tell what they are, or even what they look like, but you can tell by the flap and glide that they are feathered. In your experience, non-feathered aerial creatures have to flap pretty consistently to stay airborne.
Is that because they can't glide?
They can glide, but when they're like moving and circling, typically they flap. It's a thing. It's how you can tell if it's in real life. That's how you can tell if it's a bat flying around at night, because bats flap their wings constantly. Fun fact. Other than that, the sun sets, the moon starts coming out, and the algae in the water starts glowing. Its beautiful blue and purple glow is something you haven't noticed in the Feywild yet, because you haven't spent the night near the ocean. And the rest of your watch goes off uneventfully. Who
All
is
right, well,
up
I'll
next?
go wake up whoever's next.
Erdan will take a watch.
All right, Erdan, perception if you would.
So I've been meaning to ask. Oh wait, never mind. Answer my own question. 2 of them, right?
No, just one.
No, just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
God,
don't be special like me.
I'll use guidance on it too.
So guidance wouldn't have worked in that situation because it's
No.
your general viewing capabilities over the course of your watch.
Got it.
Whereas guidance is more of like a in this exact moment kind of thing. But 17's good. Goes off without a hitch. First time, I need you actually to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Oh, you motherfucker.
The waves and the tossles of the boat, you holding it together pretty good, you know, big burly guy like you, but being alone on the deck and looking out over the water and just feeling the constant rumble about halfway into your shift gets to you, and you spend probably about 5 minutes just puking your brains out over the edge of the ship.
Nice.
And you will feel nauseated, which means I can have you roll another save whenever I feel like it, as long as you guys are on the water.
All right.
But your watch will go off without any issues. Just chumming for the fishies. And that's it for your shift. Whoever's next, go ahead and roll me a perception.
I got you. I got you.
All right.
Ah, it's muted. Ah, that's great.
Shit.
Go for it.
Love it.
So much has happened in the last 2 months. Getting kidnapped by a mind flayer and taken to the astral sea, and then getting rescued by this ragtag bunch of individuals, and then getting captured again by a bunch of demons and being forced to fight in a gladiator ring, and then getting shunted through an interdimensional tear through space and time, and then marching back and forth across the Feywild to deal with lichens of all things.
Making new
And
friends. Go pick up a new
Fighting
friend.
fighting robot gnomes and watching Miss Holly get tongued by some devil-looking thing, and it's been a lot, and the peace and the silence of the ocean really has you lost in thought.
Seems about right. Seems about right.
At about 45 minutes into your watch, the ship lurches as if something just struck it. What do you do?
I will scream for everybody to wake their dumbasses up.
In this exact moment, I should have had you do it before. Everybody put your tokens in wherever you were sleeping for the evening. With the exception of Yerndris, put yourself wherever you would be on deck.
Well, Erdan would be on deck, right? I think that's where they said he was going to sleep at.
You didn't say
Uh,
where you were going to sleep, so you get freedom of anywhere on the ship, Erdan.
No, we did when he first came aboard the ship.
Yeah, I think
Pretty.
he said he would sleep on the deck, right?
No,
I think
I
you
thought
guys
you had one of
offered
the
him.
spots with the crew.
I think you offered him one of the spots down by like where next to where Madame Pompey is, but I do remember him saying something about sleeping on deck.
I do too.
Okay,
Yeah.
but where?
Wherever he
Somewhere
wants.
that he hasn't assigned.
I mean, is there 2 posts next to each other? You can just fashion a little hammock real fast.
There are not.
Well, shucks, Puck.
I was gonna say, dude, if you put up a hammock, there is about 150% chance I would steal it.
Why are you
You'd
going
show
to
up
steal the
sleep-
man's hammock?
Same reason why he's got a pouch full of mossweed in his bag right now.
I'm just a rebel.
I guess
fits,
for
I'll put
now
you.
he'll just kind of sleep right there in the middle, I guess.
Okay. Just sprawled out.
Yep. We'll work on that.
And I just closed out my internet browser, so no more music. Good job, Jacob.
Yay, Jacob.
Glad to know I'm not the only one playing music in the background.
Well, I play it for the stream, so like if you rewatch the stream, you'll hear like mood music.
Well, we're all not hell diving on the second screen. That's what?
Oh, and I lost all the new stuff I added. All right, I got it back up. All right, Yerndris, you snap to recognition as the ship lurches as though it was
Ooh.
just hit by something.
Legit.
Holy crap.
Max, we're getting nasty static feedback from you.
You don't have to mimic what's going on, man. Please.
We're all deaf.
Imagine that's what it sounds like when they use their like breath weapon, like the electric dragons. Like it's like it's loud.
Let's see what she said. Hey Max, just close out your Discord real quick and open it back up. See if that fixes it. It wasn't static, so that's good.
Okay. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry.
No, it's good. It was just like really loud, like 90s 1 a.m. and there's nothing on static.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty.
Ooh, so sorry. So sorry.
It's alright.
I mean, if that's what you heard on the ship, we can go with that. I mean,
No. I'm going to look around first to see if there's anybody up there. He's gonna spot Erdan. He's gonna kick him awake, but not hard, just to make sure that he's up, and then tell Erdan what's going on, and then he's gonna run around and just be like, "Get your asses up! Something hit the ship!"
I need everybody currently sleeping to roll perception at disadvantage to see if her or him yelling will rouse you.
That's not going to include me, right?
Correct, because she just kicked you awake.
Gotcha.
What about me and my connection with Sir Fluffy Butt?
He can jostle you awake if I remember correctly, so you'll wake up. I don't need you to roll.
He can send me a psychic scream or...
Yep, so you'll wake up.
Unless he's been into my moss, and then he'll be like, dude, it's a bad trip. Come save me.
Is that everybody? Missing Godric.
Sorry.
It's all good. And well, Hamish is up with you. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much right now.
No. So, none of you wake up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, none of you wake up to Yurndris's yelling. Let me just roll.
But did we hear anything? Like, did we feel something
Hold on.
at all?
Well,
On my way out of
hold on.
my room.
We're not quite there yet.
Oh, okay.
Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Yurndris, you had woken up Erdan. You shouted. What else were you doing?
Going and knocking on the crew member, not the main party, but like everybody else's quarters, and saying, "Hey, something jostled the ship. I need y'all to get
Okay.
up there."
They're all the way down in the lowest part of the ship.
Well, never mind.
So, yeah, this is
I'm gonna
1,
be
2, 3. That's how they're layered.
Gotcha. He's gonna be running along the edges of the top deck to see if he can see anything off the side that bumped into the ship.
Okay, make a perception check. Erdan, what are you doing?
Erdan's gonna help with that. He'll take the other side.
The other side. Okay, make a perception check. All right, now Fitz, you are jostled by a telepathic link with Sir Fluffy Butt, and he just says, "We just hit something."
I am going to jump out of bed, put my boots on, and go running upstairs, but I'm gonna like run over here, and while I'm up here, I'm gonna be yelling, "Hey, we hit something! Everybody wake up!" And I'm gonna yell down this is the stairs going down here, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna stick my head over the railing and just yell down there before I run upstairs.
Okay. Willie, go ahead and make another perception check. Just a straight one. Miss Holly, you wake up to Misty shaking you, going, Miss Holly, Fitz was just yelling and I think we hit something. You're muted.
God damn, Willie.
Or I can't hear you, one of the two. Willie, you wake up to Fitz banging on your door. Wake the fuck up!
I just kind of groan. I'll get up and grab my axe and head up out of here.
Godric, another perception check, please. Yurndris and Erdan, you guys don't see anything. Godric, you're still
Negatory.
snoring like a rock.
Yeah, well,
Because
tired.
you are a rock. All right, Miss Holly and Willie, what are you guys doing? Freshly awake.
Going up to see what the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm grabbing my axe and going up to the deck.
Still linked to the ship, Miss Holly. You can tell that one of the beams at the crest of the bottom of the hole. So the hole is in like a U shape, and there's one big beam that runs up the middle of that. And you can tell that part of the wood off that central beam is missing.
Oh no. We have technical difficulties.
All right, you five up on the top deck. Go ahead and perception checks for me. And Godric, you can make a perception at advantage as Miss Pompey is now banging on your door, wondering what all the yelling is about and what's going on.
Out of curiosity, is this perception check
Yes,
In the moment.
sight based?
it is sight-based, yeah.
Is it dim lighting out?
No, it's dark.
So
It's like
because
middle of the night right now.
of,
But there is algae, so it would be dim lighting in the water.
So with my vision, would that play into this at all? Since he can see in the dark, basically.
Is that one of your eyes of the night or whatever?
So he automatically gets it. He automatically gets like 300 feet of dark vision, I think. Just being a Twilight cleric.
You actually get dark vision with no maximum range.
Yeah, for Eyes of Night, yeah.
You do have to check off one of your uses of that feature, though. It's good for 10 minutes.
Hold on. Let me check something real quick, because I think he gets a base.
So you don't have any base on your sheet, but when you pull up Eyes of the Night, your eyes are blessed, allowing you to see through the deepest gloom. You have dark vision with no maximum range. You can see in dim light as if it were bright light, and in darkness as if it were in dim light. As an action, you can... Okay, so you don't have to mark off a use of it. You get that vision no matter what, but you can give that benefit to any other number of creatures you see within 10 feet of you, and that lasts for them for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, you get infinite dark vision.
Okay. Could I burn
And
one of those slots to give everybody on the deck dark vision for 10 minutes? At least?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if that'll help with this, but I'll mark that off.
Yeah, so everybody on the deck, your normal dark vision, seeing in dim light, you see in black and white. And Erdan runs around, has you huddle up real quick, and then does this blessing real quick, and you see as if it's the middle of the afternoon for the next 10 minutes. So everybody go ahead and roll another perception check at advantage. Godric, you're awake now.
Okay. And I'm gonna don my armor.
Okay.
So I'll be downstairs for another 10 minutes, I suppose.
Bro, Devil 13s, what the hell?
Sir Fluffy Butt will stay with his natural 20.
Fair enough. All right. Yurndris, you're still kind of freaking out. Not really sure what's going on. Willie, you're still half asleep. Everyone else up on the deck, you notice just as it's happening, a giant turtle as it impacts the ship, causing the ship to lurch again. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck me, god damn. Oh, Godric, looks like you and I going for a ride.
I'm still down in my room trying to put my armor on, so...
Yeah, and just remember anybody within 10
Ooh.
feet of me gets your +5.
And if I used Steps of the Brave to kind of fly, would that affect this at all?
You would have to be able to use that as a reaction.
Let me see here. It's a bonus action.
Then no.
Damn. Yeah, it was worth a shot.
All right. Now that I'm caught up, we are going to double map this, so don't close out that one. But here is the new one. As we are, and let me go through and see if anybody got knocked over. Sir Fluffy Butt is good. Fitz is good. Willie's good. Godric is not. As you're one leg up, putting on the lower portion of your armor, Godric, is when that hit happened. You get knocked prone. Hamish loses his balance. Erdan loses his balance. Miss Holly, you're good. Yerndris loses his balance. I think that's everybody. That is everybody. All right, everybody roll initiative.
And can
Now
I
I roll one.
give Willie advantage due to Vigilant Blessing?
If you can, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yep.
Wait, I already have advantage on initiative, so you should give that to somebody else.
I'll give it to Fitz then.
Yeah, apparently I was already good with what I had.
All right. I guess I need to roll mine. There we go.
Is that everybody? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Missing Yerndris and Hamish.
D-Mark, be right back in group chat.
Okay. Well, I'll do them for now, and I'll let her re-roll when they get back. All right. Well, we're going to be top of the round with Godric lying on the ground with his abdominal padding around his knees.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get up and keep putting on the armor.
All right. I don't like that 10-minute rule, by the way. We'll say 2 rounds. You can have it all on in 2 rounds. So at the...
I mean, I was putting it on before all this went down, so...
Yeah, either way, I don't like that 10-minute rule. So I'm going to homebrew right now 4 rounds to take armor off or put it on. You did some of it before, so you got 2 rounds left.
Okay. That'll work. Thank you.
All right, Miss Holly. You're up. You look over the edge of the ship. Oh, no, you can't quite see from where you are. Oh, yeah, you can. It's sticking out of the water. It is a giant snapping turtle-looking creature. And it is going after the ship.
All right, banishment.
Go for it. Roll a straight d20 before you do anything.
Oh my god.
You better hope you don't roll a 1 because it failed its save.
It did a 20.
And if it's not in the box, it doesn't count.
You know what? Every day is the same thing with
You're
the 20.
just,
The
you need
20s are not rolling
initiatives.
here.
Yeah, initiative
For
for
you
you
and
and
Hamish.
Hamish.
It's just not doing it. I did it like 5 times now.
There
You
we
go.
go.
Finally.
10. Okay. All right. You point at it and recite the incantation for banishment.
Mm-hmm.
Oop.
Not to me.
And it disappears.
Beautiful.
You just banished it again?
Yes, I did. Took us too long to build a ship to have it destroyed again. No, thank you very much.
You can tell that the spot it just hit did a little bit of damage to the hull.
Need to fix
and
it.
The ship is taking on water in the lower bit of the hull right now.
Oh god, Titanic.
No.
Godric, you best get on it with that mend.
Yeah, as
Where's
soon as I get
Godric?
dressed and I'm down in my room putting my gear on.
Oh,
I
he
don't
never
sleep
made
in
it
my
up. Right.
gear.
He got knocked down.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
I mean, unless you guys want a
Should-
half-naked Goliath come walking upstairs, I'm just saying.
All right.
He's rock hard.
I'm gonna run to deck 3. Kind of trying to find Godric and tell him that we need him to amend the ship ASAP.
You'd be able to get
Or however far I can get.
30.
Should we be moving this ship as far away as quickly as possible before that thing comes back?
As you blurt out the
Yes.
words, Fitz, Miss Holly runs down the stairs. All right. Everybody tell me what you're doing on this round, since banishment is a thing.
I am herding Misty into the room so that she can lift us out of the water. Get us a good height.
Does Erdan know that they're taking on water yet?
I didn't hear Miss Holly say anything.
Okay, that's
I'm
what I was
trying to
double
get
checking.
to Godric right now to tell him to see if he can do anything, mend the ship, you name it, before we get too much into details. And then we
Yeah.
can see how we fix it.
Willie is going to go to the mast of the ship and perform the arcane ritual required to deactivate the staff.
Do you deactivate it right away?
Yeah, I'll deactivate it when I get up there.
You're there.
Then I deactivate it. I click that baby.
Okay.
I see.
Soon as you click it, the ship starts moving.
I'm like, all right, boys, we're free. Let's move it.
Erdan,
I
what are you
yell.
doing?
I'll be honest with you. At this point, I don't really know what I'm doing.
Yurndris, what are you doing?
He is going to go check on Willie and Erdan to make sure that they're doing okay. That's all he can do right now.
They seem fine at a glance. All right, second round. Godric, still putting your pants on?
Yes, I am.
All right, Pam, you get down to the bottom of the stairs shouting, Godric, Godric, Godric. You see his door open and Miss Pompey, standing there. Just to the left of her along the wall, you can see water coming in about a 3 to 4 foot diameter hole. Right there.
Did I get to Godric yet?
You're standing at the doorway to his room.
Okay, I'm gonna haul ass knock and just yell like, "There's water! Water! Everybody, get out!"
Godric, you look up from getting yourself ready, and you can see the water pouring in.
Okay.
Does that change your turn at all?
Actually, seeing that, yeah. I mean, at this point, I got at least got my pants on.
You got like everything but the actual plates on.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I'm gonna head over and see if I can. If the hole's small enough for me to cast mend on.
As you look at it, looks like it's about a 3-foot in diameter hole.
3 foot.
I think mending is good for up to a foot.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 foot in any dimension.
Yep. I'll let you think on it for a minute. Fitz, what are you doing this round?
I am still dragging Misty. Oh, she's already here. I'm like, Misty, lift, lift, lift.
Is there a piece of wood nearby?
There's the broken pieces of wood that were formerly the hull of the ship on the ground behind
Okay.
you.
Is there a piece? Not huge, but about the size of the hole that would cover it.
You could use those scraps to slow down the flow.
I have an idea to try and fix the hole.
Could you mend a 1
Uh-huh.
foot piece of wood and then another 1 foot piece of wood?
So
Well,
the pieces that broke won't cover the hole because it's multiple boards. However, you can hear Bairn shouting from the next room that he's getting lumber to patch it. He just needs 1 second.
Okay. Well, yeah, if there's a broken piece nearby that'll slow the water down, could I try and hold the piece over the hole to stop the water from coming in?
Sure, make a strength check.
Okay, that I can do.
Fitz, Misty looks at you and goes, "Of course, just give me 1 minute. I gotta get into it." And she closes her eyes and starts doing her thing. Yeah, you're definitely able to slow down the flow of water. You're not able to stop it, of course, but it's not gushing gallons anymore.
Okay, then I'm just gonna stand there and continue to hold it.
Okay.
Wait for Bjorn to come down and do his thing.
Willie, what are you doing?
I mean, I've deactivated the rod from Thing. It's gonna move. Everybody else is gone from the ship. Did we make it into the air yet?
Not yet. Still in the water.
Okay, then I will go into that room towards Fitz.
Like in where Fitz and Misty are?
Yeah.
Okay. You're there.
All right, we're free. We're good to go.
All right, you're Indris.
Okay. I am going to run from where I'm at currently to down where, or try and get to where Godric is, so I can ask if they need any help down there.
Okay, from where you are on the ship, you'll get there this round.
That works for me.
All right, Erdan.
I am. Everybody went. Sorry, I was reading something. Everybody went under deck, right?
With the exception of Hamish and Sir Fluffy Butt, Willie and Fitz are in the spell jamming. Or they're at the helm. which is on the same deck. It's just underneath the ballista
Okay.
that you're on.
I guess I will start heading downstairs to go check on people.
Okay.
Also,
You get about right there with your Yndris. And that's Miss Holly. Were you doing anything to help, or
Yeah, I can try.
okay? What are you gonna do?
So, stupid question, but while we're here, for the arcane gate, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not stupid unless you've asked it more than 5 times.
I'd say more than twice.
Hey,
I'm giving her a little bit of extra leeway. I'm just saying.
Challenge accepted.
can I transport us somewhere near land right now where we are?
Has to be 2 points on the ground that you can see up to 500 feet away, and you guys are about a mile offshore.
Half a mile.
Half mile, whatever. That's more than 500 feet.
Yes.
Never mind then. I'm not doing any.
Okay. Second round, Baron gets up to you with a bunch of lumber planks, Godric, and a bucket of nails and a hammer, and starts going to work. Anything you do to assist?
Yeah, he's putting a fresh board up. I'll drop the piece I have and hold the one that he wants to put up and keep holding it as tight as I can in place.
Okay, make another strength check for me.
Nat
No
20.
issue. No issue whatsoever. Miss Holly, what are you doing?
At the same time, I'm gonna scream, "Whatever the hell made this hole, make it go away!"
Okay. Miss Holly, what are you doing?
Remember, I wasn't upstairs. I don't know what was going on.
I'm gonna ask Gotrick and Miss Pompey. Can I help with anything? Anything you guys need that I might be able to get? Do we need wood? Do we need anything that I can probably get? I'll go back and forth.
Bjorn would know better than I would. I'm just trying to help him. But if something attacked the ship, we got to make it go away and make sure it doesn't do any more damage.
Can I banish the hole?
No.
I know.
You got any means of making the water stop?
No, not yet. Working on it. Well, technically, wait a second. Mr. DM,
Yes.
can I use telekinesis to go the water away? Just like,
Give me
I know we're surrounded by water, but like, to make it stop,
I would.
you know, like carry two,
I
just kind of
would
make
say,
it like.
with that being a level 5 spell, I would say you would be able to use it to like push the water that's coming in out and basically make like a water shield with it.
Let's do that. That's cool.
Okay, roll a straight d20.
Oh God.
Don't blow up the ship trying to save it.
All right.
15.
It
Booyah.
works, and as soon as you cast the spell, the water stops flowing in. Anything else for your turn?
No, she's gonna look there, stare at the water, and just feeling amazed of the situation. This is the first time that actually this works for her, so she's having a moment.
Godric's gonna, huzzah! Great work, Miss Holly.
Okay.
I'm trying.
As you cast telekinesis, you feel that little tinge in the back of your head that holds while you have something banished dissipate, And a moment later,
Is
Oh, no.
telekinesis a concentration spell?
it sure is for 1 minute.
Oh shit!
Oh my god! Fuck!
And about 5 seconds later, you feel another crash.
Oh no.
And Miss Holly, looking to the left, you would see a giant tail come through the side of the hole. Right there. Before retracting. These two would have started making their way to the upper decks.
I'm gonna look at Gotrick and say, either we drown or we get the bitch back. Didn't
What?
have a lot of options here. The turtle's back.
There's a
There's
turtle?
now much more water gushing in that other spot.
Go.
Oh
go
god.
Get rid of the turtle.
Willie, your turn. You're muted, bud.
Yep, there we go. Lost the window over here on the other screen. Geez, yeah, there's not a lot you can do here. I look at Misty and I'm just like, how long until we get out of here?
She kind of shakes her head and opens her eyes and goes, I can't do it unless I can concentrate. And closes her eyes and starts settling back into it again.
Let's go to the door and I'll like hold myself on the frame.
Okay. Anything else for you?
Nope, that's it. We're just holding out.
All right, Sir Fluffy Butt.
Is that turtle coming up like? I mean, like, if I just kind of came over here, could I give him a thorough horning?
At disadvantage. Be like trying to poke it with the tip of a spear. It's like just below the deck railing.
Huh. Well, I can try.
It's not gonna do it.
Okay. I guess he's just gonna kind of sit there and relax. Wait for him to come up, I guess.
Commander Baron shouts up the stairwell, Thorin! We need you back down here! Looks at you, Godric, goes, you gotta finish this one up. I gotta get working on the other one, or we're gonna take too much on. And he runs over here to start plugging up these holes, leaving you with a stack of lumber and nails.
Gonna do what I can.
Big Dick Energy is freaking the fuck out.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's not
Amber.
very BDE of him.
Is going to top deck it. And gets all the way over to the ballista. And starts loading it. Thorin gets back down below deck. He's able to get right here. Erdan, you're up.
All right. Seeing as there was a second lurch, he is going to run back upstairs to where he was at previously.
Okay, so 30 feet of movement will get you to right there.
Perfect, because it's dim lighting, so that gives me
You can see as though it's clear as day.
yes. But I was going more for Steps of the Brave. So as a bonus action, I think it's a bonus, right? No. Yes, as a bonus action, I'll give myself some flying speed to move over to there.
Okay, so you gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed. It doesn't give you a second set of movement, though. So you would have to use your action. You would still be able to fly if you wanted to, but you'd have to use your action to dash to get more movement speed this round.
Got you. So, okay, I misunderstood that rule then.
Yeah.
I thought it was
It
gave
gives
you 30 of fun.
It doesn't give you an additional 30. It just lets you use your 30 as flying instead of walking if you want it.
Got it. Well, let me ask this then, real quick. If I was to use the dash to get over to the side, would I be able to at least talk to this thing?
Yeah, you'd still have your bonus action, so you could give it a little quip.
So let's do that. And then before I talk to it, I'm going to ask, do I happen to recognize this creature at all? Whether it be the... Sorry.
Make a nature check.
Okay. Oh, God, please be the one... Oh, damn it. Well. This is worth a shot. Oh, what do you know? For once, I actually get something good.
Get that.
Yay.
This, you're pretty sure, is Polgar, an ancient dragon turtle known to basically own all of the oceans surrounding this island in the Feywild.
Gotcha. Okay, so real quick, in 6 seconds, gonna be super quick. Uridan's gonna say, "Everybody, hold on," and he's gonna look at Polgar and be like, he's gonna take a shot at, it, and he's gonna say, "Oh, great, Polgar, we mean you no harm. We simply mean to pass through your area, if you would allow us." Since he has the speech of Beast and Leaf.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Alright, there we go. Sorry. Making sure I picked the right one. Not what I wanted, but
A second passes, and a loud, grumbly noise comes out of him.
do I notice if he does anything, or do I just hear the noise?
Hold on 1 second, because he's saying something. I'm typing it in the language that he's speaking.
Fuck. I hope somebody knows this.
I do.
Well, goddamn it, Fitz, where are you at? Where is my werebear? Should start
We'll
calling
be
you
there
the
in a
Care
minute.
Bear.
Anybody who can read that understands it. Or
Well,
anybody who,
shit.
I said that backwards. Anybody who can understand that heard it.
So basically, if you can't read it, you don't know what he's saying.
You hear him say it, but you just can't understand it.
Okay.
Oh, and with
That's
that, Hamish is up.
Hamish is gonna stay where he is and start barking to let Yindris know that he is needed.
Fucking Willie. I have no idea what Willie's saying, but what the fuck?
What is Willie saying?
Look at it in the chat. In our chat.
I-
Trying to think. Graham.
Not everybody can read it, Pam.
Oh shit. I'm
because
sorry.
He wrote it in Infernal.
Grandpappy, is that you?
All right. Misty is focusing. Madame Pompey is like holding on to the door frame down there, like, what the fuck? Soaking wet right now. Fitz, you're up.
All right. Where am I in comparison to, like?
So you're standing next to Misty right now.
Yeah.
So let me.
But like, right there is basically the main dock, like just through these doors, right?
Yeah. So you're on the main deck. That'd be 70 feet of movement, though.
Right, but I was just
So.
kind of to illustrate what I'm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on the main deck right now.
I am going to step to there.
So you can see it as you come through the first doorway. You are. Let me see. Where would you have been? You would have been about there. So you're 30 feet away from it right now, and you can see it.
Okay. I am going to change to bear form.
For some reason, it didn't shift you.
I hit the button.
Oh, drop the effect on yourself.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, the effect is what'll actually shift you.
Oh, okay.
And change all your stats and all that fun stuff.
There we go. That work? Okay.
Above table, real quick. Does anybody understand what this dude just said?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I think 4 of you spoke it. There, I got it for you, Fitz.
Didn't I? It's weird. It showed.
It didn't drop on you. It shows that you clicked the button, like checked off a use, but you didn't get the effect onto yourself. But I got it for you. All right, so that's your movement and your bonus action. You still have an action.
Okay.
Okay. Little intimidation. Erdan, behind you from in the deck, you can hear that same guttural growling noise that you heard come from the dragon here moments ago. And you look back, you can see Fitz in his bear form. Spitting out the noises.
That draconic has got to sound even cooler coming from a werebear.
I'm just gonna look at Fitz and be like, or just put my hands up and be like, what the?
He said he was going to kill us. I told him we were going to make him into soup.
That's all he said was he's gonna kill us?
No, basically said you invaded my home and begged for mercy, so now I'm going to kill you.
There is his response. Anything else for your turn, Fitz?
Was that intimidation the whole action then?
Yeah, that would have been your bonus action, or your... Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, then no, I'm done for now.
Okay, Yurindris, you're up.
Okay, Yindris is hearing all of these guttural noises and hearing this really scary voice, and he's gonna start dashing back up to the top.
Okay.
This shit is getting crazy.
He is not having any of this.
You're just gonna get as far up to the main deck as you can.
Yes, and as soon as I get up there,
30 feet will
I
put you
can-
right there.
okay, I can see him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna yell this out in Draconic, but like very calmly, but loud enough to where he can hear.
Make a persuasion check. Anything else for your turn?
Oh, that's. Oh, I don't like that. Not for this turn, no.
Oh, he's gonna die.
Will you
Alright.
remember how we dealt with the last dragon, don't you?
That is going to bring us up to the top of the next round. Godric, you are first.
Okay. Bjorn said I needed to finish this.
As he shouted for Thorin to come and help,
Yeah.
because there was a second hole he needed to get to on.
Right. So is Thorin taking over here?
Thorin just got to you. So as it comes to your turn, he's like just now arriving and hasn't started doing anything yet.
Okay, but Miss Holly.
Is standing there
So-
keeping the water out.
Okay. Then in that case, let's see.
For now, it won't be forever.
Yeah. Well, no. The key is there's somebody else here to work on it. That's going to be better capable at fixing it than me.
Oh, Pompeii is freaking out.
Yeah,
Big
but
Dick Energy is freaking out.
but you're keeping the water. You're keeping the water out. He's going to get the hole fixed. So, at this point, I'm gonna start heading up top.
Yeah,
I'm right next to some steps.
30 feet will put you there.
And scream that along the way.
There's no response.
Okay.
You got anything else?
Let's see. I made it this far. Wait, this is mid deck.
Yeah, that's mid deck.
Yeah.
So another 30 feet will put you right here, next to, in front of Fitz. So
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah, I can. Use my action to dash to get up there, right?
Yep. And then you
Yeah,
still got
then
a
I'm just
bonus
gonna-
action if you want it.
Okay. Honestly, I don't think there's any bonus actions I could take at this point. I mean, I have bonus actions, but nothing that would actually help it. So
All right.
I'll just call it.
Miss Holly.
I'm gonna tell Miss Pumpy to like stop freaking out. So stop freaking out. Please try to grab Vedic energy and get the fuck out of here. Go up. Go upper deck.
She acknowledges what you said.
That
That's
was
it.
the best 40 gold I've ever spent.
I would say your telekinesis is strong enough that you're able to kind of like spread it along that side of the hole. And
Yeah.
you're not able to stop all of the water from coming in both holes, but you're able to manage it.
Yeah.
So it's significantly less flow. But you guys are probably up to about ankle deep water right now.
Great.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
No.
All right. Well, with that, it is his turn.
Roderick, what were you trying to say there?
What do you mean?
That
thought it
he
was pretty
didn't mean
clear.
us any harm, and he's provoking us.
Yeah.
Erdan, the Polgar, swims forward a little bit and his tail lashes out at you up over the deck. You're able to duck out of the way to avoid being hit. After he does that, he kind of like throws his head up over the top deck and tries to take a bite out of Sir Fluffy Butt, which does hit.
Ooh.
And that will be it for his turn. Willie, you're up.
Well, I'm hearing a commotion out there. I guess I better go ahead and move on out of here.
So that would get you 30 feet to put you about right there. That's 30 feet of movement.
Dash past Fluffy, but here, and I'll use my charger to put in an extra hard attack on him
Okay.
with my axe.
Okay.
Womp womp. You know what?
That
I'm
is
gonna
gonna
use
miss.
roll it. Fucking dice. Alright, well, it's not meant to be. So that is special.
That's it for your turn?
Yep.
All right, Sir Fluffy Butt is up. He will get normal attacks this round as the dragon's head is up. That hits. And that hits. All right. Anything else for him?
No.
All right. At the end of Sir Fluffybutt's turn, the Polgar is going to use one of his legendary actions to move. And you can see he kind of swims in a half circle. So out and away from the ship, and then turns around and is now facing back towards the ship.
No.
Brace.
Great.
Bairn is working on patching holes. Amber turns and fires the ballista at him which will 21 which dings off the shell of him, and then begin reloading. Thorin starts patching up that hole. Erdan, your turn.
Oh, okay. Is he within distance for me to yell at him or no?
Yeah, you can yell.
Okay. I will try to yell at him and say that we apologize for trespassing in his domain and ask that he forgive us and see if I get a response real quick from him. I don't hear anything. I got something for it.
You hear the guttural back.
I'll look at Fitz real quick and be like, what did he say?
Turtle gonna eat us.
Alright, fuck it. This point, I will take a step back just a little bit here. Actually, that was what, 10? Did we hear Yidris yell out brace?
Above table.
Okay.
That
I wasn't sure
above
if that was
table.
above.
Okay.
But we all noticed him circling, right?
Yeah, you saw him circle and line up with the ship.
All right. Then I will. What's immediately around me? Anything that I could use to kind of hold on to or anything if I needed?
The handrail to the top deck is right next to you there.
All right. I will grab a hold of the handrail. Right there. And, well, yeah, you know what? I'm going to brace just because I see him doing that. So, yeah,
Okay.
we'll do that.
All right, Hamish.
Hamish is going to let me see what I can do. He's gonna move closer to where Yindris is at.
Okay. Just go ahead and move him.
Move right there.
Beautiful.
That is gonna be it for his turn.
Okay. He could dash to double move as well.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay.
So he can get right up next to him.
All right. Misty is still focusing. Madame Pompey moves forward, sludging through the water, and tries to calm Big Dick Energy. Fitz, you're up. Are you going to step out, Fitz?
Yes, I am.
All right. That is 10 feet of your movement right there.
Okay.
Godric, I'm going to put you out there next to Hamish as well. Just so you're on the map for next time.
That's fine. Okay.
Okay. I am gonna get here, so I'm kind of on the edge of the railing.
Okay.
And then I am going to let's see, 35
He is going to succeed on his check.
Oh, you fucker. Alright, that is all I have this turn.
Alright, Yurndris, you're up.
He's gonna yell this out. Oop, click the right button. And yes, I did call you all my. Nope, never mind. No, I didn't. I was gonna call you all my horde to make reason with him, but I did not go with that option. And then he is going to yell down the stairs to brace for impact to the people below, and that's all he's gonna do.
Okay. I'm assuming you're going to brace as well. All right. That'll bring us to the next round. Max, you're up. Or, sorry, Godric.
I was gonna say, I'm not Max. Okay, so I made it to the top. Oh wait. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong shit. Okay, it is there. Okay, first I'm gonna move up next to Fitz. Then, I am going to use Flame Strike.
All right.
Is within range.
He fails. $33 partially resisted down to 16.
Good lord, okay. Okay, so, yeah, well, I mean, I gave him what damage I could. And then, I'm gonna say, you asked for this, asshole.
All right. Is that it
And
for your
that'll
turn?
end my turn. Yeah.
Miss Holly, you're up.
Nothing. I'm still here focusing. I'm gonna yell again to Mr. Pompey. Hurry the fuck up. Get out. Go up
She squeaks.
now.
She squeaks back. This horse is... I don't think it's ever been on a boat. I can't get it under control. She keeps trying to rein it in.
Can I look at Vern and say, can you please help? Get out.
Both the
Help him
dwarves are hard at work trying to patch up holes to keep water from coming in. She's doing the best she can.
Okay.
Nothing else for your turn?
No.
Okay. Well, with that, it is Polgar's turn. He is going to reel in to about right here. And he kind of lifts himself up out of the water. And you can see steam start to come out of his mouth. And he just blows a big steam blast. And everybody in that cone is going to make a save. I'll roll it for you guys. So.
Hey, well, Sir Fluffy, Godric,
Yep, I'm
Erden.
tracking. So let's see. Sir Fluffy succeeded anyways. You would get a +5, so you would succeed. Erdan succeeded anyways. Godric succeeded anyways. Yendris and Hamish both failed, however. So we're gonna roll damage, and then I will give you half of it back, Fitz. Alright, so Fitz should get 23 points back. I'll do that real quick.
No, Joe. Yeah, hey, dog.
There's that.
Right.
Alright, and that is his turn. Willie, you're up.
Well, shit. I guess I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Hold on, I have to find, like, for some reason, every time I save the wild magic table, it doesn't actually save it.
I think. Yeah, if
Well,
you
it's
go
like
to your if you go to your abilities tab, it's right there under Wild Surge. You can teleport as a bonus action on each of your turns up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see, and you can do it right now for free.
That's what we're talking about. Okay, see, this is what I had hoped would happen. I say, fuck yeah. And I teleport onto this motherfucker's head.
Okay. I'm going to put your token just off to the side to make it easier, but you are on its head until you tell me otherwise.
Okay. Fuck yeah. Alright. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm actually applying abilities. Okay. I am now actually raging, and I will go ahead and hit this motherfucker with his axe in noggin. Motherfucker. Okay. And I will swing with my second attack to try again.
That
There we
hits.
go. Fucking Polgar, motherfucker. Take that. Negotiate shit. Turtle bitch. I yell at his face.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, on my turn.
Okay, at the end of your turn is going to use its legendary action. Feeling you land on its head, it immediately... Willie, you in particular, feel the temperature of the air around you just turn boiling hot. And it actually will not affect you. But Sir Fluffybutt, Fitz, and Godric, you all feel the air start to get noticeably hotter. With that, it is Sir Fluffybutt's turn. I need him to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Constitution.
Yes, please. And he gets a plus... Oh, that's with the +5.
Yep.
He does not make it. So he is going to take 40 fire damage. Which is enough to knock him out as the air becomes boiling hot from the turtle. And he succumbs to it. All right. Baron is still working on his hole. Thorin finishes up that hole and comes over to help Baron finish up the last of this hole. Big Dick Energy still having an attitude. Amber is still reloading. Erdan, it is your turn.
Excellent. All right.
Real quick, Fitz. Sir Fluffy Butt poofs when he goes down, right?
Yep.
Poof.
Poof.
Oh my god.
The blood splatter is the leftover red caps.
That's fair. That's fair. He takes them everywhere with him. He loves them.
But all right, Erdan, your turn.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. I think. Wait, is this an action or is this? Yes. Okay. So as an action, I am going to pop my channel divinity
Okay.
real quick. So let me mark that off real quick. There we go. And I think that's at the end of the turn.
At the end of each character's turn, that you can give them temporary hit points.
Yeah, whenever a creature ends its turn. Yep. Okay. So we'll do that. That's the action. And you see here any bonus actions. Lily's still on top of him, right?
Yeah, Willy is on its head.
Let me check this real quick.
So anything area effect that you do to it,
Would hit Willy.
depending on the size of the area, but there is a chance of it. So that'd be a question to ask prior to doing it.
Well, Willie has no fear.
Willy's also raging and doesn't give a fuck, so.
Okay. I got an idea, but I can't do that until next turn. So for now, I will end my turn and give myself temporary hit points.
Okay. Beautiful. Hamish.
Okay, it is dark-ish outside, right?
It is within 10 minutes. Hamish did not... No, he was up there, so Hamish can see as if it's daytime right now.
That's
All
not
of
what
you-
I'm
all of you
asking.
can.
I'm just saying, is it dark enough to where he can shadow blend without being spotted by the what's his face?
On
Holgar.
the deck, you guys have some lanterns lit, so he would have to, like, go find a corner to tuck into.
He could get close to me. That's dim lighting.
What
So-
he will do is he will actually start moving this way to like go head downstairs to see if anybody needs help, I guess.
Okay. Dash, if you wanted him to take it, would get
Yeah,
him
yeah.
to here.
I have my
Better,
gear,
much
right?
better.
What was that, Mike?
My weapons?
Yeah.
That's what I figured, because that's what I use to cast.
Yeah, so your mace is shedding bright light 40 feet right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's no shadows up there.
Right.
Does that cancel out with the dim light from the
I gotta look,
channel
'cause
divinity?
It's two magical effects fighting each other.
Just a curiosity question. That's all.
Yeah, it's gonna cancel. Because
Um,
you're producing 30 feet of dim light, he's producing 40 foot of normal light. So they just cancel each
Yeah.
other out. It's
But
normal lighting.
But if it's in regards to the shadows around the target, it shouldn't.
And we also have infinite juicing.
Okay, so everybody who was on the deck when Brad used his ability before can see as if it's daylight. No issues there. The question isn't on what people can see right now. But Godric's mace produces 40 feet of light. Brad just used his Twilight Sanctuary divinity, which produces 30 feet of dim light. The dim light will be canceled by the light of Godric's mace. However, the sphere is still there, so you can still give people their temporary hit points.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
There's just not the dimness that goes with it.
Got it.
And any benefits you would get from being in dim light are null while you're within 40 feet of Godric.
Got it. Killing me, Godric.
Was that it for Hamish's turn? Assume that's a yes. Misty is... We had you there for a second. Misty is still trying to concentrate, not able to get it.
Can't hear me.
I can hear you say that we can't hear you.
Okay, weird. I was just saying.
There you are.
Yes.
Okay.
That was bizarre.
Gotcha. All right, Madam Pompey working with Big Dick energy gets him to calm down, but he's hesitant to move. Fitz, you're up.
Okay. I am going to use my divinity, Vow of Enmity, which means for the, Oh, okay. Actually, first I'm going to use my movement and cast, Misty Step, so that I, too, am on this dragon's head. Since he is 15 feet from me.
Wait, he's a turtle.
It's a dragon turtle.
Yeah, he should have a shell that you can stand on his back.
They want to stand on his head.
Yes, that's where the
their
squishy
choice.
bits are.
Whatever. Okay. Well, I'm thinking about this realistically. You got a big giant back platform and you're trying to like squeeze into the same spot, that little spot that.
Okay, I will move to. I'll transport to his shell just on the edge there, right by his fleshy, soft neck.
Okay. And
Okay.
you used Misty Step to do that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that was your bonus action.
I'm imagining a wooden pole sticking up in the air, and you and Willie are trying to stand there on one foot. I'm just.
This is a gargantuan creature. His head is
Well, yeah,
probably
but
like
you
10,
go-
15 feet wide. No, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Make sure
Like-
you mark off your spell slot fits, and then you still have an action and 30 feet of movement.
Just 1 second for me. Huh, my speed does go to 40 on this, okay.
Yeah, a little bit faster as a bear.
Alright, what are my things on multi-attack?
Got it here. Oh, and I customed it. It's the same as, because you're a paladin, it's the same as what you get as a paladin. But you do have the bite and slash option, claw options underneath your bear form if you choose to take them. Two attacks, though.
This is who I have targeted, right?
You don't have anybody targeted right now. There you go. Now you do.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna miss. That'll hit.
Okay.
You already used your bonus action this round. If you're looking at smites or anything.
My smite's not a bonus action.
Your divine is not. Your spelled ones are.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just using the straight divine.
Yeah, just make sure you mark off your spell slot for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Godric, in a flash, you see Fitz disappear from next to you, reappear at the nape of the shell on this turtle's back. He holds up his sword. You see a divine light strike down from the heavens as his sword connects with the dragon turtle's neck, dealing 24 damage. Anything else for your turn, Fitz?
No. No, I'm just gonna kind of brace myself here.
All right. Yurndris, you're up.
Okay. Perfect. I am gonna move right here. And then I am gonna cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level.
All right. Send
And I'm
it.
gonna shoot a thing of cold towards it. Okay, how do I make it to where I collect more damage?
So what you'll do is you'll left click. Well, roll to see if you hit first. It misses.
Well, obviously, never mind.
To level up the damage on your spells, though, you left click and hold and move it a little bit so that the dice appear, and then you right click to add 1 die, and you can keep right clicking to add however many you need.
Okay.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
No.
All right. We are top of the round again. Godric.
Alright, so,
Oh, I'm sorry. We need to back up just a little bit.
okay.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, row. Let's see.
You're fine. Thank you.
No, we got to do it because he put his boiling aura up. So I need. Let's see. What's the radius? 20 feet. Erdan, you were good.
While you're doing that, is it
Fitz.
cool if I drop the health on Yindris?
Yeah, go ahead. Fitz and now Godric. I need both of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Why did that... Wait.
Do you get advantage to Constitution?
I shouldn't, I don't think. Is that a bear thing?
No. Try rolling it one more time. Just make sure it's clicked normally. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. You might have had it clicked accidentally. But both of you fail your saves. You're both going to take 36 points of fire damage. You resistant to fire damage, Mike?
Yep.
Oh, because your armor. That's right.
Yep. Fire
All
and
right.
cold.
Now it's your turn, Mike. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. I want to cast Guiding Bolt at level 4.
Okay. It's going to miss.
Alright. Okay, well, it's... Okay, yeah, no, I can't cast a leveled spell at the same time, so that's the end of my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it's going to use its legendary action to make a claw attack against Willie. Which is going to hit. 18 resisted to 9. And Miss Holly, you're up. Brad, temp HP for Godric. Pam, what you got for us?
I'm gonna scream and say, everybody go up deck now, and Holly's gonna go to the main deck.
Okay. Using all of your movement and a dash action, you'll be able to get up to right there.
Perfect.
So you still have a bonus action.
Can I know another spell as a bonus action?
If you have a spell, that's a bonus action. Or you can use 2 sorcery points to cast any action spell as a bonus action with your quickened spell meta magic.
Yep, let's do that.
Okay, so mark off 2 of your font of magic. And then which spell are you casting?
Banishment.
Okay, roll a straight d20. All right, roll the save. I got it.
Okay.
He fails.
Oh yeah.
In a
Bye,
snap,
bitch.
he disappears. Willie and Fitz, you guys both fall into the water. Mark down what round it is. Okay. You got 1 minute or until she loses concentration. What are you doing? The ship is drifting still.
Gotta
Can
get
I
it
try
out.
to help either Willie or Fitz right now? Out of the water?
How would you do that?
Can I teleport to the railing ship there?
Yeah, it's within 30 feet. We're going to do, like, you guys are still in this encounter. We're just not going to go turn by turn for right this second. So, Willie, you're definitely able to poof back up onto the deck.
Do I have rope?
There's plenty of rope laying around.
I'm gonna throw some rope That fits.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Oh boy. Very bad. Oh, so close. Okay.
You get it out. Fitz, there is now a rope in the water right next to you that Miss Holly's holding onto the other end of.
Awesome. I will grab it and start climbing on board.
All right. What else you guys up to?
Is Fitz on board or no?
He will be in a moment.
Okay. Let's see here. I am going to cast. Wait, let me make sure. Double check that. I'll hold off. Actually, fuck it. I'll cast Circle of Power.
Okay. Can you share that to the chat? Because I don't know what
Absolutely can. Because I didn't know if I was ever going to use this spell, and I think it's going to work today.
Each friendly creature in the area, including you, has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Additionally, when affected, creature succeeds on a saving throw made against a spell or magical effect that allows it to make a saving throw to take only half damage, instead takes no damage if it succeeds on the throw. Spells and magical effects only. But all right.
I feel like you reiterated that for some reason.
All right. A moment later, Fitz, you get out of the water. What's Yindris and Hamish up to?
Yindris is gonna go ask Holly what's it looking like below deck.
Not good, especially after just left.
Did you leave a giant hole where more water is coming in?
Well, I had to tell everybody to halas over here because I could only be in one place at one. We need to try to get Pompey out of there with big deck energy, which apparently is freaking out and it's not moving.
Hearing
need to
you
get him out.
shout out, inquiring to Miss Holly about the hole, Baron, who's now up on the top deck, hollers down, "We patched up the holes. They're trickling a little bit, but we're not gushing anymore." As he gets back to work on the ballista with Amber and Thorin aiming approximately where the dragon turtle was.
Okay, perfect. That's what I was wanting to know.
I still want to try to get him out, just in case, as soon as possible.
Where are we going to put them is the question.
Up deck with us.
So you would know from loading the horse that the horse needed to be lowered using a rope system through these grates in the deck. Here. The horse will not fit up and down stairs. It is a process to load large objects into the lower hold.
We will leave Big Dick Energy down there. Madame Pompey has it under control. I say we all get ready to kill this stupid fucking dragon that's trying to kill us. He called me inbred. I don't like that.
Yes, we're gonna try to take care of that. I just want to make sure that everybody's on the same spot because it will come back. And whenever it does, I don't want it to keep attacking below deck and having our people there. So let's focus about first getting our people safe up here and have everybody together. And then we can be ready when this dragon bitch comes back. At least that's what I think we should do.
I don't know it's taking Misty so long to get this in the air.
A commotion. Just let her be by herself so she can focus.
Do her thing.
Okay. So, are you guys gonna prep for it to reappear? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go through one by one. Y'all let me know what you would do in the last moments before the minute is up. Godric, you first.
Prepare another guiding bolt if he's going
Okay.
to be in the same place.
He will reappear in the same spot that he was when he was banished.
Yeah, same thing. Literally the same
Okay.
thing.
What level are you holding it at?
4.
Okay. Pam,
Yes.
what are you doing right before he reappears?
Ice knife.
Okay. Just a level 1.
Yep.
Good, roll a straight d20 for me.
You know.
Okay.
Yay.
Eric.
Wait. Just wait.
All right, Brad. Brad, you can go through and drop temporary HP on everybody on the main deck. So the 6 of you, enough time would have passed. Everybody would have gotten a round of it.
So
I think the only ones you haven't gotten yet are Miss Holly, Willie, and Fitz. Hamish is below deck and out of range.
Let me see if I can do this right. I believe is it control to select?
Yep, hold control and left click.
So Miss Holly, who was it?
Willie and Fitz.
And Willie. And then keep holding that, right?
Nope. Now let go of the control
Uh-huh.
and just click your temp HP button. There you go. Everybody got 11. Now hold control and left click them again to deselect them.
Got it.
You're good there.
Now my other question real quick before I do anything else. Still my turn, right?
Yeah, we're doing like the what are you doing in the moment before it reappears.
That just so I'm aware, the circle of power that affects everybody, do I need to drop the effect on them, or how does that work?
Just keep it in mind in case I tell anybody to roll a saving throw.
Okay.
And we'll deal with it then.
I will do that. And then my last thing that I will do is give hits. Sorry, Fitz. Not hitting Fitz, but let's see here. Where'd he go? I'm gonna do cure wounds. Let's see here. Let's give him a level 4 cure wounds.
Okay. Enough time would have passed. You could have done that during the minute it was gone if you still want to hold an action prior to its reappearance as well.
Okay.
But go ahead and drop that on him.
And level 4, that's plus 1d8, right? Per level, I think.
I believe so, yes.
So level 4 would make it what? 4 dice. Drop that on Fitz. Get that taken care of.
Not bad.
Thank you,
20
sir.
points.
Or did
And
I?
thank you, Miss Holly, for helping me out of the water.
You're welcome.
All right, so that's done, and then I will. What are you gonna do? God damn it! I don't think I have. Oh, I do have that. I'll do a guiding bolt at level 4 out of him.
Okay. Fitz, for you.
He's gonna appear back in the same spot, right? So not
The same spot he was at when he left. Yes.
I guess I'm gonna have my sword out, and I'm just gonna get ready to try to close.
Okay. And Yindris.
I'm gonna get ready to cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level again.
Okay. Willie, your rage would have fallen off in this time frame.
I'm gonna keep slapping Willie every few seconds.
Roll a 1d4 6 times. No, 10 times. He'll take the damage, but he'll keep his rage.
Well, I can just rage again. It only lasts for 10 rounds anyway.
Fine, I won't slap him.
All right. With that, you all ready your stuff in the moment before it reappears. He does reappear a little bit farther out from the ship than what you guys thought, because you realize the ship is drifting. But he reappeared where he was. So we're going to go through with all of those wonderful held actions one at a time. Godric, you go ahead first. Make sure you guys check your range on how far you are from it before you just toss a spell off.
60 feet out.
He's moved. Okay.
Yeah, so he's 60 feet out from Godric, Willie, Yurndris, and Fitz, which means he would be 65 or 70 from Erdan, and I think the same from Miss Holly.
Yeah, 60 feet from me also.
Did our crew have that ballista aimed?
Yep, they have a ready ballista shot.
This is fun.
So I'll do that ballista while Godric's getting his stuff going. The ballista misses.
Wow, guys, really doing a lot with that ballista.
We're gonna start having to drills.
We're fucking trying. We're not used to the water.
It's alright, guys. You're trying. That's all that matters.
All right, Godric, go ahead with yours. Guiding bolt's got a 60-foot range on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got a 120-foot range. But
Okay.
the thing is, I mean, it'll do some damage, but the effects on it aren't going to do any good because Erdan's about to cast the same thing.
Well, you can let the spell go if you want. You're still going to use up the spell slot, but these are held actions
Yeah.
from the
okay.
round before it reappears, so.
I missed anyways.
But I was going to say, even your actions would have helped Miss Holly, though. Right?
What do you mean?
So if you would have hit him with Guiding Bolt, that gives advantage, right? Miss Holly's next in the order. I'm assuming that she would go next in the ready action.
So these are all firing at the same time. So if both of your guiding bolts hit, the next person to get a chance at advantage would be Willie, because his turn is after the dragons.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Holly, go ahead and do your ice knife.
Let's go. Teeny, neeny, teeny, neeny.
You got to roll to hit first. The save comes after.
That's what I said. Oh, no.
Okay. It misses, but fails its save, so it'll take the cold damage.
Cold damage. Okay. Yeah.
Which is reduced down to nothing. You
This
see
is
the
great.
ice knife explode right next to its head. Doesn't even flinch. All
I
right,
love it.
Erdan, with your guiding bolt, please.
All right. And I believe that was at level
4th level.
4. Let me read real quick. At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot at 2nd level or higher, the damage increases. Okay, so it's only based on the damage. Got it. So let me see here. So to cast it, boom. Addie 1.
natty 1.
No, Joe.
Roll a D100. 61. Roll to see if that guiding bolt hits Godric. Nope. Your guiding bolt shoots out and lands in the water. And last was Yindris with your chromatic orb. Go ahead.
Yes. I'm gonna hopefully it hits this time, and then I can
It hits. What type of damage are you doing?
acid.
Acid. All right.
You said left click on the right. Yeah, got it.
18. It takes all of it, singes at it. All right, and that was it for held actions. He is going to 20, 30. Let me check his movement. Yeah, he's going to get right up next there. Willie and Fitz, if you were holding melee attacks, you can take them.
I was. I really, really was.
Oh, so close.
That hits. And that hits. 27 for both of you. Nice. So 23 damage from Fitz. Just need some damage from Willie. And 8 from Willie. Alright. So he swims up beside the ship. He is going to take a bite at Willie. Which hits. He's going to claw at Godric, which hits.
That would have been at full damage. I shouldn't be making stuff.
I took your rage off. Okay, give yourself 11 more damage, Eric. And then another claw for Yindris, which hits. So he kind of like swims up to the ship, ducks down for a second, and then comes up. And as he comes up, lands his 2 claws on Godric and Yindris, and then bites at Willie. And with that, it is 12 o'clock, so we are going to stop there for the evening and pick up the rest of this encounter next week, fighting the infamous ancient dragon turtle that only Brad has ever heard of before, named Polgar. And we'll see what happens.
Julio.
Sounds good.
But with that, good night, everybody. Thank you for anybody who came to watch the stream. We will see you Sunday for Waters of the Deep, episode 6. See
Be
if I
there,
get
be
my-
square.
See if I get my first ever TPK as a DM. Think I'm like halfway there with the encounter y'all are in currently. Again, my apologies. That was an unbalanced encounter. It's new DM bullshit. So I tweaked it a little bit without changing it, but we'll see what happens. Thanks everybody for coming. Have a good night and a good weekend, and we'll see you next week for another episode. Bye.